she's up on the stage with the pole, and she's like, you know. All right, what's going on, gentlemen? Just got done cutting the grass, so I might blink a lot. It's because I got dust in my eyes. I was thinking while I was cutting the grass about how I was at the gym and the females that did their thing in front of me to get me to look at them, you know, just show their bodies off and shit. But I realized that when you're in public and you're retaining, there's always a woman around you dancing. So a strip club is like the exaggerated form of this. This is and they're doing the same thing. They're getting up in front of you and they're dancing like a stripper, but they're just not dancing. They're just like touching themselves, or like a girl at the gym today stopped near me to drink water, right? That was what she did. She stopped and drank her water. And before that, she had like gone to like pull up her shorts into her ass near me. Didn't take her weights off of the bar that she had at the squat rack, stupid bitch. Wants my attention. How about you clean up? Yeah, that Latina ass is fat, but you don't clean like a good old traditional Latina. I thought y'all were supposed to cook and clean. Spicy food. I like spicy food and tequila. I even like Latinas. The ones that cook and clean, not the ones that got their ass out wanting me to look at it in public for anyone to see and don't clean up their fucking weights. Stupid bitch. This shit is fucking insane. So yeah, whatever. Um, but she stopped and drank some water in front of me, and then another girl, I was bench pressing and I was just finishing up, and like right as I like got up and finished, she was right in front of me, and I looked at her. She was just like looking around in circles. And then she walked over, like away from where I was. I walked away and she walked further down the squat racks. Just she just stopped in front of me to like get me to look at her, right? It was the same shit. She just, you know, and so I thought about it when I was cutting the grass. I was like, yeah, there's always a woman. When you're on semen retention, there's always a woman around dancing in front of you, right? It's like you're at the strip club, dude, and there's just always some girl on a pole in the background. Uh, yeah, there's always some girl in the background. She's like, damn. I gotta show y'all this because it's hilarious. You know, she's up on the stage with the pole, and she's like, you know, and so there's always like no matter where you go in public when you're retaining, that's what it's like. There's always just like a girl over in the corner and shit. She's coming around you, dog. Go away. She's coming around you and she's just dancing in front of you to get you to look at her, right? So you give her money. It's just a toned down form of a strip club. Public is now it is, right. Everyone's over sexualized, so now public is like a toned down form of a strip club. And I just thought this was hilarious when I was cutting the grass, the way that my mind just put it together. Like, yeah, there's always just some girl like a stripper just like dancing in the background, like wanting you to look at her, right? Because it gets annoying. You're working out and you just want to work out, right? I hit a PR today on shoulder press and bench press. I'm feeling good. And there's some girl coming around dancing in front of me. And Drake said it like there's supposed to be a lot of hard working going on, but who the fuck can focus with this twerking going on? And that's exactly how it is. This big booty Latina coming around me. She looked good too. She had a nice face. She's coming around me, touching her hair and her ass and drinking her water around me and stuff. And who the fuck can focus with all this twerking going on, right? I can't even look at you, baby. And same thing with the other girl. She was hot, dude. She was hot. I was feeling her. And it was like, I can't even look at you, baby, because I can't work out. Like, if you're around, you've got to catch me at another time. Catch me at a time when I'm not busy, which is almost never, because I stay on my business. I'm busy, bitch. And it's like we got a bunch of girls with no dads that got like codependency issues. And so if you get around them on semen retention, they'll be desperate for that semen retention attention. That's all they want. They are desperate for the semen retention attention. The attention of a man on semen retention is a type of attention they've never felt before. You know, and when you're retaining and you're not paying attention to girls, you're on your grind, they can feel that. So it's like more valuable when you do look at them and pay attention to them. Right. And man, it's fucking annoying that reality is set up that way. In my mind, there's a piece of me that wants to be like, it can't have always been like this. But I kind of think Islam got it right. Like the way you can make it easier for the men to focus and shit not be so sexual. Make the women wear clothes, cover the fuck up, right? So she's like consciously aware of like who she is and where she's at and stuff. And that like, you know, like Muslims don't shake hands with women and all this stuff is just to keep a like a respect level for each other, right? Like some girl that wants to shake her ass in front of me when I'm at the gym is a disrespectful girl, right? Like, I'm working, bitch. What are you doing? But that's what they think they gotta do now. And that's kind of all they do now. Like, you know, that's your modern American female. Like, she just thinks that everything about her is all about, like, sex. All right? I mean, men wanted to sleep with these women so bad, and now that we're like in the aftermath of everything, all the women are just convinced that their value is in their sexuality, and that's it. That they ain't got no other value, it's just their sexuality. Even a conservative woman or a liberal woman, like that's just how they, when you're on semen retention, there's no interaction with a female that's not a sexual interaction. I hate to say that, but like the females will take it that way, especially when you look at them. That's when it happens the most, is when you look at them in a non-sexual way. They're all just like it's a sexual interaction in their mind. So, you know, you got to stay focused, brothers. We got to stay focused, brothers. You know that meme? So, yeah, you really do. You really do have to stay focused. I look at the ground a lot around these girls just to mind my own business. I don't want to get distracted because I know I will. You look good, baby. I will get distracted. Now get the fuck away. Right? And I mean, that's just how it is, right? Like, some dudes are gonna be like, yo, there's nothing wrong with looking and shit. And, like, they don't, that's because they ain't got nothing else going on. So, the best thing to do is to look at a girl double cheeked up in the gym, in the grocery store, at church, right? They're everywhere, constantly dancing in front of you. Girls will be dancing. I had a girl who I hadn't seen in years dancing in front of me at my dad's funeral. All right. We grew up with these two girls. This girl's a year younger than me. Her sister's 4 years younger than me. And dancing in front of me, wanting me to talk to them. Right? It's constant, bro. It's constant. What are you doing, bitch? I'm at my dad's funeral and you're flirting with me, 29 years old, you ain't got no respect. You don't care about nothing but yourself. And this was a girl who was married for 10 years. She had just recently gotten divorced, married, been with the same man her whole life. For 10 years, she was married to this guy. They never had kids, and he cheated on her a lot. That's what'll happen, man. If you're a young man and you don't plan on having kids, you don't grow up, you're gonna cheat on the woman, and y'all gonna break up in your 20s. It happens to all dogs. It happens to all dogs, bro. So yeah, she's that's the thing. Like girls are the ones that are like so sexual now that men are sick of it. Men are tired of just how over sexualized they are. I think that's why semen retention is slowly taking off more and more, because more and more dudes are just getting fed up with the fact that these females are really out here like so damn sexual that society is collapsing, be partially because we don't want to ask them out. We want to go out with you. You got no clothes on. You over here shaking ass for me. This is the first time you've ever laid your eyes on me, and you're like shaking ass. Uh, Who else do you do that for? When I say shaking ass, that's the like strip club metaphor, right? They're not actually doing it, but damn, these girls will be damn close to shaking ass in public, dude. Just they'll be touching their tits, they'll be touching their junk, and, and they'll be looking your way. They'll be touching their hair. They'll do all kinds of stuff, man. Constantly just dancing in front of you like a stripper, bro. Just constantly like. So I was also thinking, when I thought about that, how semen retention will give you exactly your type, and how this has happened to me twice. So once I was on a long streak and I went to the strip club. I'm on a long streak in the strip club. So I'm sitting in a little lounge chair watching the girl on the pole. My buddy's sitting to the right of me. Two strippers pop up and they kneel down next to me. I'm sitting in the chair and they like squat, kneel down, right? It's a brunette and a blonde. And I was horny, and me and my boy went to the strip club, and I told him, I was like, I just want some big tits, dude. Like that's just where I'm at. That's just what I want right now, is some big ass titties. So we go to the strip club, and I'm on a long streak. I'm months in, and well, two strippers come to me, a brunette and a blonde, right? So I've already got something that you don't really get a lot of, right? You go to a strip club and now two strippers. This is the first time this has ever happened to me, right? They partnered up to come and speak to me. They knelt down, and I told the ladies, I was like, look, it's nothing against y'all, but I came to this strip club because I want some big titties. So you find me the girl with the biggest tits, send her over here. And the blonde is like, this is your girl. Come on, let's go. Because they had already been trying to get me to go. And she's like, this is the one. And the brunette, was just kind of like, yeah. And I had a better vibe with the brunette than the blonde. So I said, okay, you go to my buddy, the blonde. I was like, go to him right there. You two have fun. So here we go. I go to the back, VIP, baby. And this girl has on she's got on all black. And, it's kind of dark in the strip club the whole time. When I'm going back here, I'm looking at her and checking her out. And I'm thinking, damn, I guess they just ain't got nobody with big tits working tonight. It's like a weekend night or whatever, and it was her, and they didn't look all that big. So, but we get back there, and she takes off this like corset. It's kind of like a bra. It's got the metal things holding it together. Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about because you've never taken a bra off, and Maybe you'll figure it out one day if you stop touching yourself. But she popped this corset off, and like, you know, her boobs kind of fell a little bit. She had a bra on. They looked a little bigger. They were like, a little smaller than a handful. So they were nice, but it was like that's not what I was looking for. I could have just went with a girl with a big ass at that point. So whatever, man. She does her thing for a little while, then she gets up to take off her bra. Like, all right, here we go. Big reveal. She pops the bra off, and there's another bra underneath that one. It was some big ass bra, and it was black, and she had a smaller bra underneath it that was black. Smaller as in it covered less, right? I couldn't see anything with the first one on. She popped that off, and her boobs got bigger when she took that one off. And now it was like they were a little bit bigger than a handful. I'm like, okay, this is nice. This is what I was asking for, right? Like a little bigger than a handful is good with me. This is good. This is good. I'm excited now. So she does her thing for a little bit, takes the second bra off. Dude, these are the biggest boobs I've ever seen in my life. I'm 27 years old, and they are huge, huge. The biggest boobs I've ever seen. And this is a brunette girl who's thin. She's like 25 and she's thin, right? She's just in shape. She's a stripper, and her boobs are just straight big. The biggest boobs I've ever seen in my life. Yep. So did her thing, had a great time. The point is, that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I got. I was retaining. So that shit'll happen. Okay. Before this, I'd wanted a big booty Latina, and I had traveled to a different state for work. I was in Iowa, and I was in a class with like 75 people. And there was three hot girls. There was a mixed girl, a Latina, and a black girl. They were the hottest ones, and they were friends. The Latina had a big booty, and the black girl had big boobs, and they both were into me. But the Latina was clearly hotter than the black girl. Her name was Carmela. She was from Miami, and I'm talking her ass was right on par. If I would have smashed, she would have been number one or number two for the biggest ass. I didn't smash her. I could have. She had a friend named Ernesto. And Ernesto was drunk one time, and me and Ernesto were getting on the elevator at the hotel, and he was telling me that he's best friends with Carmela's boyfriend, and they were in love. And he was basically just begging me not to talk to her. And I caught on to it, as he was talking. Because, like semen retention, you can read people real well. And so as he's talking to me, I'm realizing, like, oh, she's been talking about me in front of you and basically saying that I can smash. So, right, remember, God sends you exactly what you're, like, looking for, right? Like, when you're retaining, it's weird, but it'll pop up. It'll pop up. So, I had gotten to Iowa and I was supposed to have a roommate. My roommate never came. I had 7 days in this hotel by myself. And this girl, Carmela, had a boyfriend, big booty Latina. She would have broken up with her boyfriend for me, 100%. I could have got her to do it. Oh, man. And it was, exactly what I was looking for. Same thing later. I wanted some big tits. I go to a strip club. And the first stripper I talked to is the one. And she came to me. She came to me. So that's just a testament to what semen retention does. I don't recommend going out and doing what I did because it's degenerate. Sometimes it just be that way, It's just like that, man. Sometimes, but I don't recommend it because it's degenerate. But just understand, you will pull the things that you want towards you. Like you're gonna be more magnetic, so you can get the job that you want. You can get the type of woman that you want. What else do we like? You can make more money if you want. I already said job, and you can get like the perfect house if you're looking for a house. Like you'll just miraculously get the perfect one at the perfect deal at the perfect price. right? Like it's just God setting you up, just hooking you up, and it's kind of just whatever you want, right? So you just all right. So what we've covered here is you can get what you want on semen retention, and there's always going to be some girl dancing in front of you like you're at a strip club when you're retaining. There's always some girl trying to get you to check her out because, whatever. All right, so let the girls dance, touch their hair. We're having a good time, doing our own thing. Sometimes it's fucking annoying, but you got to be grateful for it too, right? Like, praise God, I'm a man. Praise God, I'm good looking. Praise God, the ladies like me. Praise God, I got options, so I can stay away from the hoes. Right? That's what you're supposed to do. Don't say praise God for the hoes. I used to do that, man. Don't do that shit. You gotta say praise God that I can stay away from the hoes. All right, gentlemen, like the video, comment, subscribe, and have a good one.